I hope you all have taken up this 30 days English speaking challenge. Today, we have reached day number 4. So, day number 4 is all gonna be about speaking practice. You heard me right. If you guys ask me, is it very important to start speaking in English from the day one itself, then I would say definitely yes. We have to start speaking in this language from the day one itself, irrespective of your level of English. Even if you are a beginner, even if you are an advanced speaker or intermediate level speaker, it is very important to start expressing your opinion in this language. So that is why I always force you and I always beg you to start speaking in this language, and you have to speak your heart out, no matter how many mistakes you are gonna make and no matter what others gonna think about your English. Just start speaking in this language. So that is what we are gonna do on day number 4. So in this video, I'm gonna be introducing very simple three simple steps, okay, through which you can start speaking practice. So what are those 3 steps about? First step is about practice speaking about your daily routine. That means you have to set your 10 minutes, maximum 10 minutes of your time aside just to practice this language and just to narrate your daily routine. What do you mean by daily routine and how do we have to exactly narrate or describe the daily routine to ourselves? It is very easy. It is as easy as ABC, because I'm not asking you to narrate or describe anyone's daily routine. I'm just asking you all to narrate this daily routine of yourselves. That means whatever you are doing from morning to the evening, from the time you wake up to the time you hit the sack, whatever you are doing, you are brushing your teeth and you are going to the college or you are going to the office, whatever you will be doing from morning to evening, that is what the period that you have to describe to yourself in English language. That is it. Very simple, right? It sounds very simple, but at first you will definitely find it very hard, because we are going to describe everything in a foreign language which is completely a Greek to us. That is why I'm telling you. But take up this challenge. Do not feel afraid. Don't fear and do not just take yourself backwards. Just go forward and take up this challenge and start speaking about your daily routine. You can simply just describe all the things in 5 minutes. Or you can do one thing: whenever you go to college or whenever you go to office, while you are on a bus, you can also describe what is happening in your vicinity or in your surroundings. I don't want you to describe only daily routine. You can talk to yourself all this crap, whatever happening around you. It doesn't matter whether you are switching from one topic to another topic. You can talk any crap. Everything is allowed in this task. Yes, all I want is from you that you have to speak out. That is all what I need. So please speak your heart out and start expressing your opinions to yourself. You don't have to reach out to anyone. You just sit calmly and start speaking to yourself or talk to yourself what you are doing and what your plans for the next day and what you are going to do and what you are about to achieve in your life and what your future goals and whatever you have in your mind, whatever runs in your mind present or at that point of time, you can just describe it to yourself. But the least time is 5 minutes. That means you have to describe it minimum 5 minutes. Try to stretch the daily routine or stretch that conversation to yourself. You will be very comfortable with yourself. So that is why start with you. You do not go for anyone. You do not need anyone. I used to do this. You know how I used to perform this task? Whenever I was in college, I used to do one thing. Whenever it was time for me to have a lunch, then I used to have lunch, then I used to gulp down my lunch very quickly so that I could save around 5 to 6 minutes of time at least to improve my English. I used to think, at least 1 minute, even if I get 1 minute of time, I would be ready to learn this language. That enthusiastic and that curious I was when I started learning this language. I want you all to be like this. Then only you can get this language and and then only it runs. It should be running in your blood, that English word and that English fluency and that English language, everything. That is how I was dedicated that time. I used to spend around 5 to 6 times after lunch, like post lunch, I used to spend that time to just describe what is happening around me, or I used to just describe my daily routine, like what I did in the morning and what I'm going to do in the evening and what I will be doing tomorrow, like this. So this is what I used to describe. And even while going to the college, that means while I'm on my way to the college, I used to describe, like whenever I watch any car, I have a dream to buy a car like this. I love black color and I'm fond of black color. So this is what I used to describe. It may sound odd, it may sound bizarre to you all, but believe me, this task gonna yield magical result at the end of the day. You're gonna be fall in love with this task and you will definitely get a massive result, guys. Please try to follow this method, try to follow this step and try to do this. Force yourself. First of all, it is very difficult. It will be difficult. It will be an onerous task to push yourself from your comfortable zone. But once you come out of your comfort zone, then no one is gonna stop you. You will be going like a water flow. So just try this, okay? So this is all about the step number 1. That means you have to, step number 1, what we have to do is, you just need to describe anything what is happening around you, or you can just talk about your daily routine, maximum 10 minutes and minimum 5 minutes. Keep it in your mind, okay? So that is about step number 1. And step number 2, if you do not like to describe daily routine, then you can go for this one. I don't think anyone would prefer this step number 2 because it sounds very creepy. That is about recording your voice. Yes, you heard me right. I know that as soon as you heard this step number 2, you felt creepy and scary and you started feeling fear, because nobody likes to hear our own voices. That is what happened with me as well. But did I continue this task? No, I didn't. Because whenever I used to listen to my voice, I used to feel very creepy, odd and ridiculous and irritated and frustrated. I don't even know why, yaar. Everybody used to tell me your voice is so sweet and so sleeky. But when it comes to me, oh my God, what was my voice really sweet after listening to that recorded voice? This is how I used to feel. But it will really give us very good result, but if we stick to this routine as well, if we stick to this like a task, okay? But here what you have to do is, you can just select any paragraph from a book or any news article or anything, whatever, but that should be in English, and just read it out. That means you have to record it while you are reading that paragraph out to yourself. Just record it and try to listen to it at first, how you are reading. Here we are going to observe your pronunciation skills and how you are reading in a rhythm. That means, are we following a rhythm, and where we are stuttering or where we are fumbling while we are reading. This is what you are going to find out. And next, you have to talk on yourself. That means on your own. You have to talk on your own. That means you should not take assistance from any book or from any newspaper or from anything. You should directly talk whatever you have in your mind. I knew that you just worry about, you just always be apprehensive about your mistakes. And just listen to me one thing, no one is infallible. We all make mistakes. So do not think about mistakes. Just try to accept them. Just try to embrace the mistakes. And then only we can move forward, and then only we can step forward. So that is why I'm telling you, just ignore those mistakes and start speaking. Whatever the crap that you have in your mind, speak it out and record that voice, and after that listen to it. This is the very dangerous, task I think I have ever told you in my videos. At least we should give it a shot, right? So just try it out, and after recording your voice, listen to it. and you will get to know where you are fumbling, why you are facing difficulty when you are talking in this language. Is it because of vocabulary or grammar, or is it because of lack of knowledge? Is it because of paucity of knowledge in this language? Then you can sort it out. Once you get to know where you are lagging behind, then you can sort out that area, right? So this is how it is going to be helpful, that recording your voice in your own voice. Okay, so that is all about the step number 2. If you like it, then you can follow it. Otherwise, you can stick to the step number 1 itself. If I would be in your shoes, I would definitely go for step number 1 because I feel so scared about step number 2. Okay, so if we talk about the step number 3, it is also very easy. Try to have a short conversation either with your friends or any family members if you have, or you can either use any language exchanging application. Yes, it is very easy to communicate to ourselves, but it is very difficult. It is very difficult to communicate with others. So that is what we are going to do in the step number 3. I don't think anyone would go for step number 3 because we are going to be eloquent. We have to be eloquent whenever we speak with someone. This is what we always expect from ourselves. We have to be eloquent, we have to be fluent, and then only we start speaking with others. Once I get to know grammar things, once I get to know vocabulary and everything, then I start speaking with others. This is how we think. But it is a very wrong approach. Please stop it. Please stop it. You just try to speak with others. If you do not have that guts, you can talk to yourself. But after passing a week or after passing 1 month, at least you have to start speaking with others. Sooner or later, you will be getting a chance to talk with others. You cannot talk to yourself this whole journey, right? You can't. You should have a partner, or you should have someone. You should have someone to speak your heart out. So that is why I'm telling you, try to face this challenge. Try to face this fear. And then you will be able to you will be able to find out where you are lagging behind and where you are really getting facing trouble to talk in this language and why you are not able to talk fluently. So these are all the things that you are gonna get once you start following this step number 3. If you are a person who doesn't have any family member or any friend, you can use any language exchanging applications. And I have already made a video on this type of, language exchanging application. That means you can use either Talk Now application, Ace Fluency, Hello Talk, these videos. If you want to know from depth, then you can go and watch my videos, previous videos. Okay, yes, if you do not want to have any partner, then you can simply do one thing. Just talk to yourself for some days, but after some time you should and must have a partner to speak with. At first it is okay. At first for 2 or 3 months it is okay, but we have to face that fear, right? We will be having a stage fear, and we will be having a fear of talking in English on face to face with a person lively. So we have to face this fear, and we have to break this uncomfortable situation or uncomfortable feeling. Then only we will be able to get that fluency. If once we are all ready to just break all these uncomfortable situations and all these fears, then only. So that is why I'm telling you. What often happens with us, after several failure attempts, we feel like throwing in the towel. And this is not the only one end option that we are left with, that is giving up. No, this is not the only one option. Is this for what we have come this for? Not at all. We have to reach that fluency. Our goal and our dream and our passion is to become fluent in this language. So you never feel that you are about to give up and you feel like giving up. Even if you feel like giving up, just move forward. Just push yourself forward and try your best. Give a shot to each and every method in this language and try to implement them in your language journey. If it works, it is okay. If it doesn't work, just throw it away and start accepting another challenge and start speaking on it and start working on it. This is what you have to do. And one thing I just wanted to tell you, that your zealous dedication will definitely make you reach the pinnacle of your career one day. But you have to be determined and you have to be consistent. We all know that we are not adept at everything. We have to brush up and we have to polish up our skills, whatever we have inside, and we have to take them out. And with the help of these platforms, we need to improve and we need to sort out our mistakes and we need to elevate our skills. So this is what we have to do. And instead of that, what we do, we feel like giving up. We just give some time, like around 6 months, or we just set some time. If we don't get that fluency within a 6 months or within a 1 year, okay, it is not for me. It is not for me, or it doesn't suit me like this. It is not like that. Everyone can achieve this fluency. If a person like me can achieve this fluency, why can't you do it? You're not less than me. Always remember, you also have that capacity and you also have that capability to get this fluency in your life. But all we need is patience. Patience is the key thing that we have to maintain. It plays a very, very pivotal role in everyone's life, not only in this language journey. In everything, wherever we go, we should be positive and we should be patient until we get the positive result. We might be getting a lot of negative results, but never just put yourself down. Never feel disappointed. Never feel distracted or never feel diverted. Just focus on your goal. One day definitely will come. Maybe not immediately, but definitely. Okay? So please stick to this routine and follow this routine and try to implement in your language journey, and just ping me in the comment section how it is working for you. That is it. Okay? And you will be all set to reach this fluency one day along with me. So that is all about the video, guys, and please keep on smiling and keep on shining. Bye bye.